Something is wrong with my Facebook. Something is wrong. Even I already pressed live right now. Suppose that I see myself live. Okay, suppose I see myself live. Stream setup, dashboard settings, stream. Seriously, I got no ideas what is happening right now. Okay, no ideas. Public to others. Yep. Never mind. Let's start recording. How are you guys? Any questions you guys want to ask? I'm gonna edit some out, yeah. Because if the questions is not really good for my YouTube, I'm going to edit some of it out. Because in YouTube, my basically my content in YouTube is a little bit more general. Okay, so somehow I need to take care of the things. Okay, need to take care of the whatever I'm trying to post up. Yeah, just to make it not that bad in somehow. Yeah. Okay. I'm just not sure why. I think I already pressed go live. I'm still getting a little bit hang up with this. Okay, because I can't see the button to going live. Okay. Oh, now the things can see the button to going live. It's live in some place, but not live in everywhere. So okay, I actually find it. It's weird. Why is it that it live like that? Okay. I don't know why. Okay. Any questions from you guys, Bazi? Are you guys learning quite well? I know that this is it's been some time that I actually posted up Bazi class, the free one. I was literally so busy that I got no time to actually do a Facebook Live. Okay. And then because an ongoing thing is on, keep on ongoing, I actually forget about it. Did I forget about the the free Bazi reading? Sometime I think I forget that about that too. So does anyone have any Bazi questions you guys want to ask? I like to answer questions in that way. Reason is because that if I answer questions, you guys ask me something, I'm going to tell you a lot of things that is way more better than you just, tell me about something, just I teach you about something. Yeah, it's always good, yeah, if you ask the questions. Now I have to find where is my Facebook post. Something went wrong with everything I'm trying to do here. Oh, it's here. Is it this? Is it this? This is the one. No, this is not the one. Any questions coming out of you guys? No, nothing. No questions at all. How do you guys find learning Bazi right now? After that, you learn quite a number of things with me. How do you find the Bazi learning? Any comment? Anything you want me to change? Of course, one thing for sure, my English is still broken. That one is hardly able to change. Okay. That one, I cannot figure out what is the problem with that. So it's very hard to change. Yeah. So, Yeatwood Day Master. Wow, this one, this is like testing me again. Okay. So, can I just show my face in some way? Cannot. I don't think so. Yeah. No. So you're saying that the Yeet Wood Day Master. Yeah. Yeet Wood Day Master. Monkey hour day is ox. And then you've got monkey in the hour. Rooster. And then you get another ox. Yeah. I like these two characters. But somehow it would turn out to be wrong. I like these two characters. Okay. What is it? The questions about this? What do you want to ask Sally about this? What do you want to ask about this actually?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, something went wrong with my Zoom thing. Okay, just want to ask, because the ox has a destruction with the dragon this year, what is the outcome? Want to know, yeah.
Don't need to care.
I don't know, there's changes, kappa changes. I think between some.
Waste time. Waste time. Yeah.
This,
Reason is because there's a reason is because that you got a rooster in between. What kind of disruptions you have? Distractions distractions interactions are actually based on an energies that it doesn't allow a cycle or a flow of energies to happen. Yeah, that's why in the traditional way of reading Bazi, you will find out that a lot of the reading is actually tells you that something is wrong with that. Yeah, something is wrong with that. But you have rooster in here, and this rooster combined with the ox create more matter element, and then your dragon come in, and then somehow it help you to create more matter element. These disruptions basically is not functioning. Disruptions indicate that there's a stop of flow of energies to produce into a person chart. Means that if you look logical way of energies usage, which I like to talk about that, then you will realize that if it's stop energies, but energies right now still coming into you because there's another combination is happening. So nothing will happen. Nothing will be stopped in this moment of time. Then nothing will be go wrong with that two particular pillar. Yeah. So if it's going to change, like you say, there's something is going to change, right? Disruptions mean destroy something. It doesn't allow a flow of energies to come in, that whatever that this energy point right now is, okay, whatever that your attachment is, whatever that you're trying to focus into right now, okay, it actually being cut off. It actually being cut off. So that means that your attachment, your desire, your fulfillment, something that belongs to you, something that you are proud of, okay, in this particular year, something's just cut your attentions out of that, and then it destroy this particular attachment and desire. That's how you look into energy flow. There's an explanation for an energy flow. Okay, but
okay.
This is affected the ox. It was supposed to be like the dragon doesn't allow the ox to happen something. What is actually these two things happen between dragon and ox? Now this is dragon. This is ox. Okay. Yeah. Now I want to ask you something. Dragon belongs to what season? And ox belong to what season? Because when you look into disruptions, we want to know what kind of energy flow is actually producing in. If it is going to be stopped, what is it stopping? And what is it not in present right now that is going to be destroyed? Yeah, that this thing no longer be able to produce more thing into it. So we want to identify it by understand the 10 gods and also understand the flow of energy that is happening. Yeah. So then we have to understand that, okay, between these two animal signs, what kind of season they belong, what kind of energy they actually exert out. So this one belongs to wood season. This one belongs to the what we call the water season. Yeah. Both of them are actual earth element branches, correct? Both of them is the earth element branches. Yeah. And on this particular season, this wood is actually go into graveyard. Yeah, this wood go into graveyard. So yeet wood is going into graveyard. Yeah, and water represent the gui water is actually going into graveyard. So these two particular elements are actually going into graveyard. Yeah, because it's the end of the season. And for this particular destruction is happening, what is it that happened in between them? What is the actual things happening between them? This is also another gui water in present with dragon. And then this one together with the sin metal. Yeah, past element. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. Past element. But the things going to graveyard is who? This is the one that is going to go into graveyard. This is water, actually too much. Too much of water is actually in present. The yeet wood is the one that is being destroyed, or the destructions happen. Yeah. So what is it get destroyed right now in here? The yeet wood. Yeet wood represent what kind of element for you? The yeet would represent what kind of 10 gods for you. Then you can understand that, okay, based on these particular destructions, this is the main issue. Okay, yeet wood is the main issue because the water are not willing to produce in anymore to stop the water to produce in anymore into the yeet wood. So yeet wood will die and cannot survive in this situation. So once it cannot survive, what is going to happen? It indicates the yeet would get destroyed. So this is then represent what kind of 10 gods? Not 10 gods. So for you that you just now you're saying to me, right? You're a yeet wood day master. This yeet would get destroyed. So your friend stars, basically in this particular year, is going down. Yeah, it's going down. Yeah. And then some more you are actually in a day master, in the month of rooster. You say you're in the month of rooster, right? Yeah. In the month of rooster, your metal element go high, go sky high. Okay. So in here, your yeet wood is going to get killed. And then some more, the metal element go up. That means a lot of 7 killing is happening. And you lose yourself because you didn't actually build up the confidence that you need for this particular year. The more that you feel like you're letting go, okay, the more that you're feeling like you're letting go, the more worse you can become. So you have to be confident in this kind of chart. You have to be confident on your own. You have to be confident by yourself. Because your original natal chart is already indicates that you are not a very confident person. Yeah. And some of the yeet wood character is also a very yin type of characters. So the confidence level doesn't come by your own, but comes from your friends. Yeah, but you overly demand them, your friends will run away from you. Yeah, so whatever that you want in your life, as you God, okay, maybe the gui water can help you a lot in here, which is a resource star, means that you have to know your informations, your facts by yourself. Learn to understand information, learn to understand that the thing is happening around you based on your own perceptions so that you can build up your confidence level. You must get a way to understand things to happen. If it's not, then it's not going to be a good confidence that you actually know how to do things yourself, understand yourself, judge it by your own. Okay, a lot of people cannot judge by themselves right now, especially a weekday master. Because from you, it already is obvious it's a weekday master. When your metal element, which is the rooster month, go against the day master. And then you got ox in between. All this is fighting with each other. Yeah, your metal is chopping the wood. Okay, so what kind of problem that makes you go into problematic situation? Metal element is talking about related to, especially this is a rooster. Especially this is a rooster. Most of the time, the problem comes from overly communicate. Yeah, overly communicate will kill your day master. Then you even become even weaker person, even low self-confidence. Yeah, but this is your talent. But this talent is unfavorable to you. According to your chart, this is unfavorable to you. Just means the more that you talk, the more problem you will go into. But your Yit Wood, you depends on the friends. Okay? Your Yit Wood depends on the friends. If you don't communicate with friends, then your Yit Wood no longer be useful, is no longer usable. Correct now? You look back into the Yit Wood day master that we talked before. You require a friend. You require a big tree. One way you have it, actually require friends. But if your chart is like this, communication is a problem. You have to learn how to talk. Learn when to talk, when should talk. Okay, you also will find yourself talk too much because of this kind of chart. Yeah, so you have to control that. But you need support. You need, information. Yeah, right? You need information, you need all these things, and something is going to happen to you. Then depends on system, not people. Depends on the tools, not the people. Yeah, everything in this world can interchangeable. Yeah? It doesn't always mean that you're supposed to depends on one person. It would require to depends on one big things. Yeah, one big things. Yeah. Okay. So if the Yit is in that kind of way, then you have to understand that, okay, now I have to change. Change to system and stuff. Yeah. That's why you have to go into that things. Yeah? You have to go into that particular stuff. Okay. Whatever tools that make you more confident of who you are. Whatever tools. Depends on it. Whatever tools. Tools means something to utilize from. Is it either a system? Is it either a brand? Is either there is certain tools that you're actually using like computers, brands. Whatever that is actually you can actually utilize it to help you to become more confident, to learn something better. Then you have to find that kind of system to go into. Yeah. Catherine Yan said, Yit Chou Day Master. Yit Chou is ox, right? Okay. Yit Chou Day Master. Ox in month 2. Dragon Year Rabbit Hour. But it's super confident. This one like to kill people one. Yeah. This one like to kill people one. So no. Dragon Year Rabbit Hour. Obviously this one like to kill people. Okay. I will just bulldoze her way. That's a tool. Yes. Because the dragon and rabbit is a harm. The dragon and the ox is a destruction. Yeah, destruction can use, yeah. If somebody require your help, and then this is a very bad way to say this. A lot of people is like that one, yeah. He come to help you, and in the middle he cut off. You understand that? They come to help you, well, until you depend on them, yeah. Then in the middle they cut off. So you have no choice also, like begging for help from this person. I think that what's happened with the chart. You understand? It's very fun one. Yeah? If you can learn Bazi in this way, it's very fun. Because you see a lot of people behavior because of what they actually train themselves. Bazi is because most of the time they are ongoing opportunities like that. Ongoing opportunities like that. So like Sally just now is asking if a chart like that, you keep on executing the method element, the sync method. Then the more problem it become. You're not somebody that cannot make friends. Okay, you're not somebody that cannot make friends. Yeah, you can make friends, but friends will run away from you because you attack them. Okay, some people try like that, right? At the beginning of stage, you're very good at making friends. In the end, not. Okay, I'm not going to read another chart for you. Next time. Yeah, can you say very resilient rest all, but really they won't. It's like what I say, Lord, help you in halfway, and then let you die. Okay, then you've got no choice. Then you have to come back. Come back, then he overtake you. She overtake you. That's what happened. And someone Yiwu is very manipulative one. So very easy to go into that path. Very easy. Okay? Fun, right? This is what we call learning, and you actually learn some people chart and then behave in that way.
Thank you, Sino. I don't know. Oh dear, I have to communicate very well. Oh dear.
Yeah. Have to learn a lot of public speaking things, you
Yeah, I
know.
do agree lah.
Yeah. Actually, it's quite good for coaching also.
Coaching ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
life
okay.
coaching. You can go for life coaching, actually can help you a lot in understanding. Sometimes you need to talk, sometimes you don't need to talk.
Oh,
Most of
okay.
the time, you're actually asking questions rather than you're trying to give your opinion in something. The
Agree.
problem with Sing Matter is like that. Even I'm also like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because I pure Sing Matter.
Oh.
Yeah, so my whole chart, the only thing rooted is Sing Matter. So somehow I like to confront people on whatever the other people is doing. I can use very crazy words. Yeah, and I know how to, sometimes the pain point is also coming from there. So Sing Matter is like that. So if you want to use it nicely, good, you have to learn how to talk. If it's not, it's very hard.
So what type of life coaching should I do? Metaphysics or I don't know.
Just to go to understand people and talk to people, understand them, they are like that. You cannot change them. It's like that. Okay.
Oh,
Catherine
people
said,
are,
oh, matter is very refined.
Okay.
You can also say that way.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So life coaching, okay lor. Maybe learn something more like
Yeah.
like your human forecasting one, maybe that will be good. Ah!
Everything will be good.
Yeah, I have to learn something, otherwise I'll be stagnant, you know. Right. I have to learn something to keep my mind occupied so I can communicate well with people. I have to learn how to communicate. Sometimes sometimes in life is like that. When people talk to you and you talk to people, sometimes it can be like
Uh,
you don't yeah,
I
actually
think
your intentions
the
are very
best
nice.
way, I think the best way is to allow people to talk whatever they want to talk. And always stay at the back of it, only your talk.
Oh, just listen lah. Listening is good lah. I think better listen, don't talk so much.
Yeah. Give too much, your opinions and stuff like that. Don't give too much of it. Okay. Then it will be more good in that way. Because Sing Matter can actually fall into that part. You want to overcome the other parties. The more Sing Matter you have in the chart, the more that you want to
邊個姐姐出咗啦？唔可以叻啊！
okay, the more that you want to overcome other parties. That's why you have to know what's happening with your chart. Okay. Yeah. Now, let's go into this. This is a GF. Now, just now we talk about Sing Matter. Right? I think next few topic we are going to talk about this. Yeah. Let's change a little bit the way of talking about GF in this today. Okay, let me drink something. What's this? Yeah. I think a lot of people, I like to say that let the metaphysic tools teach us back how to use them. Yeah. Because when you look into the element itself, if you use natural elements to represent them, sometimes it's actually quite good. When you understand nature, they are like that. They need some things. And in metaphysics, especially in Bazi, we actually look, more and more in depth on how they behave. And then we actually use it to refer back to our life. Like just now the Sing Matter. Why is it Sing Matter is always like talking, and is always related to overcoming the others. Yeah. Meta element, there are two types of meta element. So just recap a little bit about how we actually learn puzzle. So there's a yin and yang structures that we always look and refer back. Yeah, I know that a lot of people who learn metaphysics, they will say yin and yang, there's a duality and stuff like that. But for me, I will tell you that there are certain theories that was actually put in to represent the element itself. So yang represent a big one, yin represent a small one. And of course, in our real life, we actually use a lot of this kind of tools or a mixture of that somebody created, okay? And then they also represent certain elements, representations, also actions representation, okay? So when we use yin and yang, we know that one big chunk and one small, right, as a method element. What is it, the tools that we actually always use in our daily life? So the gun can represent the one big axe for you to chop the wood. It doesn't have any thoughts. It doesn't care. It doesn't manipulate. It doesn't really, the only things that the guns like the most is always related to execution, chopping some wood. Yeah. So gun method useful God somehow is a jut wood. Yeah, because the purpose of a gun is to chop something, is to execute, to do something. Yeah. And how to shape this big chunk of orc to become an axe. Of course, it requires a thing fire. This is a way of the nature telling us that the tools that we're actually using right now is based on the Bazi chart. So if you can learn in that particular way and understand surrounding of you, it can come up with a lot of ideas and usage. Okay, a lot of ideas and usage, yeah. So you can also use back the same principles, the theory that was given by the Bazi itself, given by the nature itself, on how to make yourself to become a better person, or make use that this dominant element in the chart to become a better usage. Make use of it. Okay, the nature. So like the Geng, we say the thing fire in here is the one that, make Geng matter to become better. And the Jia represent how useful that it can become. How useful a Geng matter can become. It's a direct way to tells you that if I want to become a more useful person, I should use the thing fire in my chart first. Yeah, if I didn't train myself, didn't shape myself to become a useful axe, then I cannot chop the woods. Even the woods was there, I know the benefit was there, but I will still not be able to go and chop, go and do, and utilize whatever my talent is, whatever my abilities actually is. So Bazi itself already tells you that. Because of the interactions, it already tells you that this is what you should do, right? So Ting fire to Geng metal, this is called a direct official act, a direct official 10 gods and actions base. So when you want to use the thing in here, that indicates that, you have to go through a system, a process, a long-term process, yeah, to make sure that you can execute well as you're an X. Okay? Then only this, Geng metal is actually being able to use or utilize in a good way. If it's not, then you're just a chunk of orc on the land, nobody actually do something to you, and you cannot become a tools at all. Then what's the point? All right. So like just now, what is going to happen in real life? In real life, it can happen in the way like, okay, you're the Geng metal itself. You're the Geng metal itself, and in that moment of time, you feel that you are not really, in a useful person. Okay, you're not thinking in the right way. You're not into talents. You doesn't have any skill set. You're just an unrefined metals that's actually just on the floor. So if you want to become refined, you have to go through process and your own due diligence to become a useful one. That's an example. Yeah. So it's like that means that you find out there is certain problem with you because of the certain attitude that you have, somehow need to have, and elements to come in to put this problem to become a good way or a useful method. Yeah, it's a useful method. That's why it's very important to understand this concept. You're letting the Bazi teach you. So it's like example that just now we are talking about. Zinc metal have a lot of things, we try to overcome. Because metal element, if a small metal element, is just like a very refined metals. Maybe it's a scissors, maybe it's a knife. It's only used for just using a normal way. It's a tools because we have to use it to cut something, right? Yeah, it is used to maybe to assassinate someone. Okay, assassinate someone. It used to do some very refinement things, like chopping the vegetables, become a small knife, chopping vegetables, do surgeries. Yeah, those refined things that you can actually do with metals, which is maybe scissor or sculptures, the scalpers for the surgeries. Yeah, these are things that you can do. But if you are, just a chunk of metals on the floor and gold on the floor, and people cannot see the usage of you, that means it's time to go through a refinement. Now, metal element is quite easy. We're always talking about fire to come in. We always use the thing fire to come in. But this thing fire to a zinc metal will actually become a 7 killing. Yeah, a 7 killing. 7 killing then indicates that if you want to refine to make yourself good, you have to be very courageous. You have to take leadership roles. The more leadership roles that you're thinking about, the better you are. Now, of course, it doesn't really comply with whatever is happening with you in their life. Yeah? So my zinc metal is in problem, but it's not about managing people. It's about communications with other people. Yeah, this one I say just now to Sally, right? Okay, maybe it's a time to not talk at the first place. Always give opinion when everybody else already give the opinion at the back end of it. What is the reason of it? The reason is if you are a leader itself, you allow whoever that's going to talk about something, yeah, giving their opinion, okay, and you accept that opinion to come in, yeah, and you digest it. Now you lead them into a better directions. That is what we call 7 killing. And how much that you can actually do that? The point is there, how much that you can actually do that? Because the thing fire can come in to melt the metals, and it change the metals. It transform the metals to become someone more good and more better, right? You can also use the same way, because melting in 7 killing means that you actually absorb, you actually agree, you actually embrace whatever the command is everybody else is giving into you, right? If your way of talking is a problem, that means maybe it's time to learn from somebody, someone that can do leadership, someone talk very nice, how they actually use their sound, how to actually they use their words. You can actually use it in the same way like that. Same. It's the same way. It's just I always say this right now in a class. People who learn metaphysics, the only things that they cannot do is shift. The only thing they cannot do is shift. Yeah. And most of the time, why is it they cannot? Because they never explore into that part. And they don't think from that perspective. They always think about what they know right now, currently, and they use that perspective in everything else. If you can think out of the box, if somebody outside is actually able to do something like that, and just use the same flow that the element actually represent, wouldn't that be a very good way, yeah, to use whatever that you can actually use? Okay, yeah. Goodbye, Sally. Yeah. So that is how that you actually use okay, metaphysics. You learn the flow. After that, you learn the flow, then you actually can use the flow to use in any way in your life. Yeah, it's any way in your life. Yeah? The flow is more important than the actual labeling that was actually given. Yeah, the flow is the energy flow, the element itself, the attribute. You just need to shift how to utilize it. So if talking is an issue, that's mean taking something so that you can actually counter in, because things fine in here, if you're talking about same method. Of course, other element have other element function, which is completely different. Like just now the Yit wood that I talked about, right? This is the Yit wood. If you are low confidence, because your day master is like that. Yeah, low confidence. Now, just now somebody, Catherine, was saying that have a boss that actually have the boss actually have an ox on the month. Then it's born in the what we call the water season. The Yit wood is not a weekday master. Not weekday master, that means it have its own confidence in doing things. They have a great confidence in doing things. You know what is right, what is wrong, when to take something, when to do something, because of a strong day master. But if you're a weekday master, most of the time you can't. You don't really do any of this. Yeah. Why is it you can't? You will say that you can train yourself to become better. Yeah, but you will make like that. Remember this word, yeah? You were born like that. Okay? You can born like that. Yeah? You can change yourself, but originally you were born like that. So whatever in the moment of you that making a choice or making a decisions without truly filter it and thinking about it, the first things that you did is actually a weekday master. Yeah, especially you are angry, you are sad. Yeah, when you are in a high emotions, okay, you're not in a calm state that you have time to think. Most of the decisions that you make, most of the opportunity comes to you depends on week of strong day master. There's a logical way to look at it. I'm not telling you that you cannot change yourself, you can change. As long as you can practice, as long as you can be aware of your chart, you can utilize a lot of them in a lot of ways. Okay, you can utilize them. Yeah? So that's why it's still good to understand the concept before anything else. Yeah, so this is just some recap. Yeah, now let's go to this GF. Yeah, so GF is what we call the earth element. Okay, it's an earth element. So whenever you see earth, most of the time they're really like the earth that you see right now in your surrounding, because Wu earth represent a mountain, G earth represent the soil. Yeah, represent the soil. So when you look into the soil, it always was there to nurture the plant, always make something grow. And you also see a lot of nutritions. Okay, you can very grounded, then you'll be worth. Yeah, very grounded is with earth. G earth is not really that grounded because it always need to be refreshed. Because of plantations, you have to move around, you have to do something with it. Yeah. Okay. Then you can actually dig out the worms. You actually understand there is something hidden underneath. Right? G earth is always in there. So that's why it was, if you look into G earth, it's always used for the plantations, the plant, vegetables, and everything. Okay, it grows the plant, it grows vegetables for people to eat as a resource, as a food supply. Yeah, that's why you will say GF is nurturing, because it's nurtured. How is it nurturing? The soil itself has the minerals. If it's the right soil, it actually has the minerals. Correct? The function is to nurturing. Yeah. It is not resilient, but it's more actually the resilience is part of GF, because earth element is always there. It doesn't move much. It's always there, but because of GF is what we call the one that actually used to plant, to nurture, vegetables and this stuff, become resourceful. become productive, if we can take one person in and slowly nurture the other person, yeah, then the other person can grow. There's a functions of GF. Correct? Yeah. So when you look at that, then of course it also go into a lot of things like very nurturing, very forgiving, very optimistic, because they got nothing else to do just to make sure that you grow. That is GF. Yeah, just to make sure that you're growing. So that's why the nurturing come part. Then of course you want to nurture someone. If you are this is a real person, you are the one that actually take everybody in. Of course you have to be kind-hearted. Correct. Of course you have to be kind-hearted. Yeah. But the thing is with GF, there's something also wrong with it. It also is the weak spot. It's the weakness of you. You're too kind-hearted is actually a weakness. So when you always nurture others, it becomes a weakness to you that you cannot nurture yourself. That's the issue, isn't it? You actually cannot nurture yourself. Yeah. So to make sure that you are functioning well, what kind of elements that is good for you? Now, with earth element, they always need to counter it, because countering in only the earth will move. Always need to have countering in. Yeah, and always have to allow things to come in. There's a GF. Yeah, and GF also absorb a lot of things. Absorb a lot of things. When you give the person something, the person will just take it. It doesn't care. Yeah, because GF itself can actually not just nurture one person, can nurture a lot of others person, because it's a soil. And plantations did not just plant a tree there and forever that is a part of it. It grow everything all together. So it absorbs anything that you actually put in. If you put in poison, it absorbs poison. If you put in the pesticide, it absorbs the pesticides. If you put in minerals, it actually absorbs the minerals. Yeah, and it stay there. Nobody can actually take it away. It stays there. Nobody can take it away until there's certain other things that you put in to neutralize it. If it's not, it will forever there. That's why it will become very secretive, very vengeful, very difficult to change by its own. Very hard to change by its own. Because GF is like that. So you always need to have something to nurture and need to know what is it that's supposed to be absorbed. If it's not, then the things will be quite problematic. Yeah. And now we look at the GF, right? Of course, we also need to look into the element. This is just explanations of the GF. You also need to look into the element. Yeah. Like I say, if the useful part of GF is actually to nurture out someone, and only the flower look like vegetables, right? Correct? The only flower is like a vegetable. So this is the what we call the whatever GF want to do, right, is to nurture somebody great coming out of it. Yeah, and this is the vegetables. That means your functions, your purpose is to nurture something, take in something, nurture it out so that it can become great again. Yeah, so that's why we say GF is about teaching, connecting you to who you really are. Yeah, because we have to also use GF element in the Yeet wood element in here. Correct? Yeet would represent networking, represent connecting with people, yeah, becoming more prettier. Correct? So GF actually have to produce this. But this is what? This is a 7K, right? Because this one counter in. Yeah. So your purpose is always at the back end, and you try to make somebody else become a leader by taking the person in. There's a function of GF. Because you want to see the things, right? Okay, in the nature form. This is how nature can be. Okay, and of course, the producing out element is this too. You are nurturing You want people to have executional, and also ability to become good, become elegant, to become refined. In somehow, these two elements represent useful. Useful. If you learn Bazi for soul, this one called physical realm experience. That means you are living right now, you are experiencing life. It's actually the Geng method element. The method element, not Geng. Geng and Xing is together. So what you need to take in is always about talents. Right? Take in. This is Ting Fire, and this is the only one that can produce in. Okay? So if your Ting Fire in your chart is not good, example, this is a strong day master, GF, and the resource element are actually the unfavorable element. Okay? That means you never believe anything that you actually learn. Or the things that you believe is not something really useful to you. You actually fall into that, your GF. So if you take in the wrong thing, you cannot nurture something good out. That's the thing, in GF. Okay? So you have to take in the good things. So Ting Fire represent what? Passions, fulfillment, right? Desire, somehow maybe related to happiness. Very hard to relate to happiness, because happiness is Ting Fire. But Ting Fire is the one that burns something and produce all these earth elements. So if the thing is not burning the right thing in your chart, then you will not be good in any way. Remember, Ting Fire is also another element of teaching. Ting Fire is also another element for talent. Okay? So if the teaching and talents means that you useful things that is not burning to come in, that means this GF is actually not useful at all. Because I'm saying not just for your day master, I also saying for the other element inside your chart. Okay? Inside your chart. So like just now the ox, somebody talking about ox, right? Okay, if you are sitting at an ox have this GF. I doesn't care what this element is. If in a chart, for this person to nurture someone, to teach somebody, to exalt things, to understand other people, or sensitive of how other people is feeling about, if these ox, the GF, are basically not burning, the Ting Fire is not good, it's not a good element in a chart, then this GF most likely will exalt the bad thing. Take bad thing more than take the good thing. That's why you learn, the reason that you learn Bazi can be confusing is because of this. Judge the useful God. Judge the weekday master, strong day master. Slowly you will realize that if this element is unfavorable element, no matter how you look at it in life, it actually turns out to be bad things. And if this is the Ting Fire, then GF have no choice, must exalt. Must exalt. So this one can nurture. So this is the GF indications in here. And it is not good with these two guys. Not good with these two guys. Whatever that you exalt, if it was being neutralized, because this one also counter the Gui water in the chart, will also counter the Ting Fire, right? The rain water will also combine away with the thing. If these two elements come in, okay, if these two elements come in, then it will make the GF become muddy. So if GF thinking about personal desire or an outcome that he wanted or she wanted, or think about how many money that she actually want to make, somehow will corrupt the GF. desire will make GF be addicted into something. Yeah, I'm not telling you that you should not have desire, but somehow the desire will comes in and muddy the entire GF, and GF can never go away from this, whatever that the addiction actually is. Because you attach with something, and after you attach with it, you cannot let go. There's the problem with GF. Yeah, you attach with something. So that's why you will say that vengeful, difficult to change, is coming from the water element. When it comes in, it also wants you away. It also make you join together with something, and then unconsciously you cannot get away from it. Yeah, and I also want to explain another thing to you. Earth element in a chart. Okay, earth element in a chart. Earth represent a person mindset, and also their brain. Okay, it also represent that. So most of the time, our mind, we always have what we call something we wanted, and whatever that we want actually corrupts us. Yeah, we make us cannot see the real big picture. Yeah, and the more that you're actually chasing about that, the more unclear you are. The more just the clarity just go away somehow. The clarity just go away. Catherine say, is it just GF? No, it's actually everyone is everywhere in a chart. Depends on the 10 gods, and depends that are you using it in your life or not? Are you really using it in your life? Yeah, if you want to become a great teacher, a very, very great teacher and neutral people, your chart GF need to be strong. Yeah, and it actually requires very less water in the chart. Okay, this means that if that person become a teacher, when you have less water, that means they have less corrupted way of teaching. This person will teach in every way possible to share everything with you and trying to make you the best person in this, whatever that you're trying to do right now. But if you have a lot of water in the chart, the way of teaching, the way to present something, the way that you feel that you're good in something is completely gone. So you can be your day master, because the addiction is somehow some elements come in and make you lose yourself or lose the ability to do something. Yeah, in your chart, to lose something that you can lose some skills, some talents to do something, because your purpose or intentions coming from that angle is actually wrong. Yeah. So when I understand the element function in the chart, okay, looking into the nature, you know that if soil met with the river, everything will get washed away. So when everything get washed away, then you no longer have the intentions, you no longer have the base, you no longer have the foundations of whatever that GF represent is in your chart. Yeah, that's what you need to know. What is good for your chart, what is not good for your chart. So in here, it indicates what? So this is IR, this is DW, this is IW, correct? Yeah, because if this is your companion, this is friend stars, this is rock wealth. Okay, then when you come out producing out, this is your eating god, this is your hurting officer. So when you talk about wealth, somebody with GF, when you talk about wealth, most likely they will somehow lose themselves. Yeah, but how they actually makes money? Never talk about value with them, because this represents value. How they actually makes money? They make money by teaching people. by nurturing, by understanding, by absorbing the 7 killing at here. Yeah, the more good you are absorbing 7 killing, more that you can create leadership out of everybody. Because when you're nurturing someone, yeah, when you're nurturing someone, you want to make them as a leader, someone that can actually manage. Yeah, someone that can actually manage. So the direct wealth and indirect wealth is something that is not good for you in a chart. Yeah, so if you have a lot of GF in a chart, is it water element good or not? Not really good. Yeah, that's why they say when ox meet with goat, these two animal signs always create what we call cancer indication. Is it ox and goat? Yeah, ox and goat always create cancer indication. Yeah, because these two elements itself by their own are actually not good. By their own is actually not good. Yeah, because the element between them are actually killing the main chi, the main energies. The main energies represent you, represent your physical body, represent your organ itself inside of you. So when it is washing the element away or killing the element, you lose the life force, you lose the ability to control, and you also lose the ability to somehow, how to say, lose the ability to heal or regenerate. Yeah. And why is it 7 killing is good? Because 7 killing in here filter the water. Okay. The jar at here also filter the water. That's why for the GR, if you have a lot of DO inside your chart, it's actually very good. Okay. I actually know someone with that, become a very successful person, but very meticulous in the things that he actually doing. Very meticulous. Where follow step-by-step rules, must follow the books. There's nothing unconventional coming out of it. Yeah, there's only because Jia also represent protective, correct? Very protective. And this is needed in a chart as a useful god. If a lot of water are present in a chart, yeah, you have to filter out the bad things. You can come in the good things, the Jia and Ji, then we'll actually filter out the bad things. Then you can become a good earth element and you can produce out maybe the mineral, the gems. Okay, maybe you can produce out, but GF most likely will hide everything. Yeah, so that's why you have to, like that you will understand if a GF function, what kind of way a GF function actually will be. If it's not, it's very hard for you to look into that part. Yeah, if it's not, it's very hard for you to look into that part. Is it understandable? Anybody have any questions? There's 20 plus of you in here. Anybody have any questions? Anyone? Yeah. Just when you learn parser, very easy, just look into nature. There's always, I would say, even in learning Qi is a bit different. Okay. Qi is a bit different. What happened? You have too many EF. Well, most likely you just absorb. The problem with GF is too much. Most likely you just absorb. Yeah. It's quite obvious, yeah. Okay, it's actually quite obvious in a chart. Okay, now just like I was saying, like Nikosi is a useful god for GF. You can say I would pick Jia and Yeet wood. Both of this wood is very important. Both of this wood is very important. Okay, and also the Ting Fire. This tree will be my main useful god. Yeah, but if you learn from Bazi chart, Bazi class, I think the useful god is different than what I'm telling you right now. Maybe it's different. But for me, is for me will be Jia Yi and Ting. Yeah, because anything else does not really matter. Okay. Regulating is different. Regulating is when the chart too hot, too extreme, you have to do the opposite side. Okay. When you have too many GF, if the useful God is not present, your GF will turn out to be bad. So your nurturing, your compassionate, become overly compassionate with something, you are seeking something to be compassionate with. You're seeking someone to teach him everything that the person wants. But if you doesn't have a Ting fire, you are basically without knowledge or without skill. You got nothing come in, you basically cannot produce. Yeah, so when you have many GF in your chart, of course, the indications of what comes in become important. If Ting fire are not present in a chart, it will become problematic. Yeah, because whatever that you're compassionate with right now, you think you can absorb everything. Yeah, you can nurture everyone, but the way that you're doing it is not, something that everybody wanted. Okay, not something that is really useful to them. You are just being compassionate, helping too much. Yeah, and unconsciously, when people not willing to follow you or follow your advice, then the ungrateful punishment will appear. It's like that, yeah. Every time we feel not ungrateful, more like a bullying punishment will appear. Yeah, they will say that you're useless, you're not good in doing this. Yeah, and then people bullying you because you look too weak, you got nothing actually showing up. Okay, and you also feel that you yourself, you also can bully yourself. Your body is like that, you're like that, you also will bully yourself. You're really a useless person. You might tell that to yourself. Yeah, then you become an extreme weak person, even though your day master is strong, because you keep condemning your own. Yeah, that's why this word inability to express self is that you yourself even bullied your own. That is what's going to happen with GF is you have too many GF in here. Yeah, that's why you need Ja, you need Yi, you need some sort of stress to come in, so that you can execute, so that you can change yourself, so that you can find yourself useful in somehow. If it's not, your GF is not really that useful in a chart. Okay, yeah, this one is an automation. If you have a lot of GF, is naturally you will produce out. Okay, in a chart, the only one that can naturally produce out something is actually earth element. Yeah, you'll be there, slowly you absorb things, slowly you produce something out. So it's very good in looking into long term. Yeah, that's why you say very optimistic and trustworthy is because of this. In the end, you just know that it's going to come up with something. Yeah, that's how a GF actually functions well. But you need to know, you have to have something that's actually produced in, which is a thing, and something that actually help you to filter the water. You need all this. If it's not, your GF not functioning well. Okay, your GF not functioning well. So look into your chart. You might find whatever that I'm telling you right now will become some sort of talents for you. Some sort of talents for you. So you have to go back whatever that I teach you guys in the past, few parts sharing about the 10 steps. If you realize that your chart there have certain useful God and is helping with the step, most likely you are very good with that particular stamp. So you might want to find out that this stamp represent what, and also what is the 10 God that related to this stamp. So once that you realize that, this stem can be used. You might find out that this is another talent that was actually hidden in your chart. Yeah, because most of us is like when we have a lot of one type of element, we will act like that element, either is good or bad, we're still acting according to it. So you can become extremely good or you can become extremely bad. Is there a difference, to become good or bad? Your decisions that you take, your realizations of your skill, right? Right now, like just now, like sing metal, if you are good in talking like me, yeah, in my chart, yeah, I don't have eating god and hurting officer. If anyone who know my chart, I think I shared my chart before, without hurting officer, it's very hard to do public speaking. Very hard. And even if you see my face, right? After that, you go and see my face. I have no expression when I'm talking. Because I don't have hurting officer. But my sing metal is the rooted element in the chart. So I can talk. But maybe I cannot express too much. Yeah, that's the issue here. This is the issue with Bazi chart. So when you go into that, then you learn that your skill, your talent, somehow related with the stem. So if you're sky high with that, it's either that you make it worse or you make it good. Yeah. So if you ask me before, seriously, I don't even like to talk with people. Serious. Okay, because my sing metal is sky high, is an unfavorable element in my chart. That it doesn't have water to produce out. It was stuck at there in a stagnant energy. I call it stagnant energies. It is stagnant. It cannot really perform well, even though it's the highest element in the chart. It cannot perform well. You maybe can do it, learn something very good, but when you want to perform it out, it's basically very hard. So if you don't know about your chart, right? So over time, you're just going through with your life, your Bazi chart is like that. Somehow, it turns out to be a negative experience. Like just now, like Sally, like say, sing metal, overly talking, overly expressing sound. If you use it in the right way, in the right time, it is a good thing. But if you use it in the wrong place, wrong timing, somehow it will turn out to be a bad one. Yeah, and people doesn't like it from you, then it is not beneficial. Okay, so you're the one who decide. That's why when you learn Bazi, it's like really understand yourself. These are things, okay, it seems like this is negative. Let's turn this to become a positive side of it. It's always better in that way. Okay, yeah. So if one doesn't have anything of finding as a GF, but does a special combo, yes, actually it's method. It matters, but the effect will not be as good as you have a thing fire in the chart. And it comes and go. That's the problem. It comes and go. Yeah, if you don't have that fire element in the chart, then it comes from the combinations, but somehow it comes and go. Okay, it's weaker. So if you learn about Bazi, there's something what we call this is what we call baby element. For a baby element to exist in the chart, you somehow need the chart to have other fire element inside. Okay, to exist in the chart. So combination sometimes cannot produce the baby element. It's because that none of other element is supporting. Okay, of course, the traditional way means that you have to born in the right season. If you are not born in the right season, your baby element cannot survive. Yeah, when baby element cannot survive, then this element does not exist in a chart at all. This will be another confusing things in Bazi. Okay, because you might not know when to judge that this is going to appear or this is not going to be appear. Yeah, so some use the season, of the month of the natal chart. Some use the luck pillar. Some use the annual pillar. Yeah, annual pillar means that right now we are in the dragon year. This year, the wood element sky high. And if your baby element is to produce wood, then your wood survive in this particular year, this last 3 years. Because tiger, rabbit, and dragon belong to the wood season. Yeah, so you have to judge. And also the other things that you also need to do is physical actions related to the element itself. Physical actions. Yeah, maybe you'll say, maybe you want to wear red, wear green color and stuff like that. That is not physical action. That is more like the ghost realm actions, the magical side, which we don't know that it can really bring you a long-term effect or a short-term effect. Okay, that one is completely different topic to use. I use that as a magical approach, not really a very confirming approach way to make it really happen. Very hard. Yeah, I can't tell you directly it works. I also cannot tell you directly it doesn't work. I can't do that because it's a very dilemma kind of application. Yeah. So is that okay? You understand GF? Very good. With this, I think basically my Facebook is actually not live at all. Only I can see the live. Anybody got any other questions before I close it up? Are you guys having fun? Yeah? Anyone? No? So this is why I say when if you can look into nature, you actually allow the Bazi chart to show you the element and also allow the Bazi itself to teach you back what can be done and what cannot be done. Yeah, it also indicates that when you have to learn this first before you actually move into the 10 gods. Yeah, you have to learn this first before you move into 10 gods. What is the reason of that? Because when you move into 10 gods, some of the element, like example, yeah, this is a GF. The person chart have a lot of water element in the chart. If this guy cannot control who he is, cannot be who it is, cannot, accumulate enough of soil to control water, right? This water basically is useless in a chart. Basically useless. That means if you're a GF, you will find that DW and IW is a very hard things to understand. It always drain you. It always cause problem to you. Yeah. And unconsciously your chart is very high water. What will happen to you? Most of the time you just lose yourself. Okay, you cannot make a good decisions. Yeah, every decisions you make seems like drain you away. Everything that you do actually makes you become more worse. Yeah. So certain high element in a chart, now unconsciously it doesn't benefit you. In terms of element, what we call energy flows, energy's percentage. Yeah, so once that you lose, once that you are out of the Bazi chart, it washes you everything away. It actually causes you a lot of issue. Okay, then it tells you it's not a good luck, it's a bad luck, life is very bad. Whatever you do doesn't seem to, get you the things that you wanted. It's all related to that kind of way of reading. Which is why that I say that it's important to understand the 10 step, things you can do and things you cannot do before you move into the 10 gods. 10 gods is an action. Some actions is not good for you. Some actions is basically good for you. Yeah. And if you're able to shift the palace, some of the element inside the chart is actually pretty good. Yeah, shift the element. This means that, like I'm telling you like just now, go back, look into your chart, see which one are actually able to perform the most good, okay, inside the chart, and unconsciously you uncover a great talent, a talent that you never thought you had. And the best thing about this is, from what I see successful people, according to Barter chart, in the perspective of Barter chart, the one who are successful, they always have one, similar things that I find out. They are able to connect the missing part of their whatever they are doing. They are able to do the connections, whatever that is missing, that is missing part of their life. Yeah, in executions, in creations, in business, they always can find certain things that can connect. So when you have a certain talent, you also will be able to do that. Okay. See you, Catherine. I'm going to end this also. Yeah. So if there's no more questions, then I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Yeah. So see you guys. Have fun. Maybe next week I will do again. I'm not really sure. Okay. See you. Goodbye. Thank you. See you.